Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick, and today guys we're going to be jumping down into the world of Cardano, taking a look at the technical analysis of what's been going on, what we think is likely to happen next, and all that wonderful stuff. As I get into the video, if you find it useful and informative, smash the like button. I do appreciate that. If you're new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe. And guys, let's jump right down into this one. So here we have ADA paired up with USDT. We're on the 𝗕𝗀𝗀𝗃 spot exchange and on the 1 hour chart. So here we can see a few interesting things from a smart money concept. Okay, so we're still in a bearish structure. That hasn't changed. If I zoom out far enough here, you can kind of see this change of characterization all the way at the top here. That hasn't changed at all. We haven't changed that structure. We haven't also got confirmation yet that is going to be basically continuing that movement. But for the most part, we've been bouncing around down here. Now, it still looks to me like we have to come down into a new lower low. And for the most part, we've now taken ourselves from oversold to overbought on the 4 hour, 8 hour, 1 hour charts, for example. But also, if I just flick this over to the daily, you can see that we've just been hovering down in these lows for the daily for quite some time. So it might just be that we stay down here for a bit more. But one of the things that I'm confident on is that we are looking for that next big surge to the upside. Now, it is technically possible to have completed our fifth wave movement here. I just not 100% confident on it at the moment. Okay, if we break this high at the top, it'll give me a little bit more confidence that we are probably going to be done with the lows for a little bit longer. Now, from a smart money concepts point of view, we can see that we have some fair value gaps that have been left behind here. These fair value gaps are created from imbalances in the order books. Let's head on over into our 𝗕𝗀𝗀𝗃 spot trading. What we'll do is we'll just go into search for ADA and we'll just bring that up. Okay, so we see I've obviously drawn on here already one of those fair value gaps. That's on the low side down here. But we can go ahead and draw the additional ones in on this trading view on 𝗕𝗀𝗀𝗃 exchange. So let's go ahead and do that, right? So we can see that we had this one right here. Okay, so that's likely to get filled out. And am I missing another one? Let me have a quick look back here for a second. So there's two right there. So it's, yeah, that one with these tapping into it. So I can just come back here quickly. So the one that in question is actually right in here. So we'll draw that in as well, right there, and just pull it across. There we go. Okay, so these fair value gaps that you see here, there are 3 of them on Cardano's ADA, are created from imbalances in the order books. I speak about this a fair amount. Put a whole course together down at 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗀𝗀𝗃𝗀𝗀com, linked in the description below. But for the most part, right, just to kind of keep it simple, when you have a large amount of, let's say, buy orders and not enough selling, then price has to move to where the sellers are, right? So price jumps from the low side to the high side to find people selling ADA so that they can sell it to the people who are buying it, right? It's a sum zero game, which means you're not buying directly from the exchange. You're usually just buying it from another investor who is looking to sell. So there's always buyers and there's always sellers. When those two things don't come together or do not match up, you have an illiquid market. And what you really need is a liquid market to make transactions really seamless and you don't affect price. In a highly liquid market, price fluctuations are very minor. In an illiquid market, you get big spikes in the market, right? And big candles appear. Now we call these fair value gaps, as indicated here, because there's a gap that is left behind where liquidity is not present. Okay, and as such, price likes to go back down and put liquidity where liquidity was not. That's not a guarantee, but it's something that is noted over and over and over again inside the price charts, that price likes to go back down to these. In the same way that you usually fill a CME gap, with the closed position and open position on the daily time frame being slightly different. So for CME gaps, you tend to find that price likes to go back and fill them out, and for the same thing for fair value gaps, like to be filled out as well. So this imbalance in the order books, is something that you can spot from looking and basically analyzing the order books themselves, or by drawing them onto the chart and having a good understanding as to kind of where they sit, and basically you can then expect price to move towards those gaps. Okay, so here you can see for 𝗕𝗬𝗪's data, we have 3 fair value gaps. Now, at this point, guys, I'm going to just note that if you're looking for a new exchange that is KYC optional, and you know, you're not so confident on Binance or KuCoin or whatever, then why not check out the affiliate link for 𝗕𝗬𝗪 in the description down below. There's some fantastic offers available at the moment for signups on 𝗕𝗬𝗪. So, for example, if you're in the UK or if you are looking to or wanting to travel, there is a UK exclusive offer at the moment for some UFC tickets, right, on Father's Day. Now, I'm not into sport myself, but I am actually attending with Chris and JB for this particular event as well. So if you are one of the lucky winners of this, then you might actually get a chance to meet us and have a beer with us, which will be fantastic. So as you can see, promotion 1, sign up to 𝗕𝗬𝗪 using the affiliate link in the description below, and you can get 10 USDT dollars, a trading bonus, eligible for up to $10,000 trading pool, prize pool as well. There's promotion 2, which is make your first deposit of any amount and get 10% cash back up to $100 USDT. Achieve futures trading volume of 100,000 USDT, which is actually quite easy to do with leverage. It's not actually that difficult to get $100,000 in trading volume. For a chance to participate in the lucky draw and win 2 UFC Fight Night London tickets worth $2,000. So again, there's a lot of conditions. I'll link all this in the description below. But if you do sign up to 𝗕𝗬𝗪 using that affiliate link in the description below, you'll also be able to take advantage of the deposit bonuses up to $8,000 and take part in our weekly trading competitions that we hold down in our Discord server, where you go potentially win 100 USDT every single week that the competition runs. And it's basically ROI based. The person who has the best percentage of returns on their portfolio within the 1 week period, Monday to Sunday, will win the $100. And we'll look to grow this over time as well. So why not check it out? Link in the description below. Not only is it a fantastic platform, my go-to platform for trading both spot and leverage, but there's also some fantastic offers and promotions that are running at the moment, including that UFC event, which of course Chris, myself, JB will be at, which just happened to be a coincidence. It's not funded by 𝗕𝗬𝗪 or anything. We will just be there, and it would be great to just meet you guys and have a drink with you, which will be cool. So why not check it out? Link in the description below. Let's jump back down into the 𝗕𝗬𝗪 data on TradingView though. Smart money concepts, and we can kind of see that we are potentially coming to the end of this move to the upside, right? We can see this as an area of resistance that we're kind of getting rejected from. We've got the fair value gaps. I think there's a probability move here that we are likely to see a step back into these low ranges. Like I said, it's possible that we're in some kind of 5th wave movement in itself, so we want to be a little bit aware of that. Let's move over into the Elliott wave theory side of things, and I can show you kind of where my thoughts are, right? We are targeting this low area at a slightly bigger macro level at 18.5 to 20.6, which means yes, a new lower low, and at the moment we're not really doing anything of significance. We will be looking at this as a potential 5-wave structure to get us there, so the next big move could be a pretty significant one to the downside. Of course, it's possible that this 4th wave has to come up and much higher before we actually come on down, so it's still one of those things that we have to keep a close eye on. The 200 EMA is currently sat at 27.98 on the 1 hour chart, so that's of interest to me to see whether or not we're going to find that as the area of rejection before moving on down. Now, if I come to the daily time frame, you can see that we're below the 50 and 200 EMA quite significantly. We hit the new lower low a few days ago, and we are still potentially looking at a little bit more. The concerns here are that we are in a 5-wave structure, as I said, right? Looking at that, but that's also potentially nested inside this, like so. And so the moves to the downside are quite real at this point, so we want to be a little bit cautious. It's also possible that we have double zigzag patterns and things like that occurring. So in here, for example, we could argue there's just a zigzag pattern corrected and then moved down, and we're looking at another bigger zigzag pattern over here, like so. And if that's the case, then well, we can come up quite a bit on the B wave before coming down into that C wave, still hitting those kind of low targets, but yeah, it's going to be one of those that's not really apparent just yet. It should become more apparent as time progresses. So for the most part, Cardano's ADA looks to be in a fragile positioning. It's not in the best position right now, but that being said, is a fantastic opportunity if you're able to see it as such, which I obviously am. So I do love to buy up some cheaper altcoins. It's something that we've been talking about for a very long time. In this bearish market. We were never a believer that it was a bullish market, and it's good to see many of these altcoins now in new lower lows for this bearish time, because this essentially is where the money is being made. The time is now to get kind of involved in these altcoins and to kind of scoop up big positions. Okay, I still think there's going to be a little bit deeper to go, but dollar cost averaging is a great strategy, and I do expect us to be able to pick up a pretty decent bag of altcoins and buying other people's fear. So why not check it out? If you're looking for a bit more from the crypto space and looking about the strategies, the kind of the buy zones and things like that, then why not check out the Patreon services as well? Link in the description below. I'm going to leave the video right there. If you found it useful, informative, smash the like button. I do appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with absolutely everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. With all that said, done and out of the way, guys, I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.
We are not financial advisors, and none of what we have communicated verbally or in writing here should be considered as financial advice. It is not. Do your own research before investing in any digital asset or affiliate offers, and understand that investing in any crypto is risky. If you do, you need to be prepared to lose your entire investment. This video is for information and entertainment purposes only. All our videos are strictly personal opinions. Please make sure you do your own research and never take our opinions for financial guidance. There are multiple strategies, and not all strategies fit all people. Our videos are not financial advice.